Hello everyone, welcome back to another Blender video, and in today's video I'm going to be creating a rig for my alien here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into Edit, Preferences, and we're going to add the add-on Rigify. And once you have that, we're going to click Add, Armature, and we're going to click Human Meta Rig. First thing, go into our Object Data Properties, and I'm going to click on in front. That's going to show in front, and then RZ90, enter. Let me save this so it doesn't crash, and then I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to scale it out. Say for now we can do about that much. And now what we're going to do, let's just line this up a little. Think that's good. And now we can go into edit mode. So what we're going to do, I'm going to click on these three bones here. I'm just going to bring that down. Then I'm going to click, oh yeah, by the way, don't forget to click X here, and it's going to mirror what happens on the other side. Now I'm going to move this to here because that's where the bone's going to bend. I'm going to move this little sphere to where the knee is, and then what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to G, I'm going to bring it down, and then in X I'm just going to bring it to the side. So now what we're going to do, I also do want to move these to the side a little, and then R to rotate, so that looks correct. And now we could do our arms. So to do our arms, what I'm going to do, I'm going to box select everything on this side, and I'm just going to move it down to where the arm should be, and then I'm going to take out those two, R to rotate. I did forget to take out the small point in the back here. And what we're going to do, R to rotate. And now we're just going to bring this over to the arm. And now what we're going to do, this point is going to be where that is. And this point is going to be where the elbow is. So about in the middle over there. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to take these finger bones, and I'm just going to bring them up. And don't get any other bone, just the finger bones. And we're going to bring those up and to the side. So now, once we're done with that, you're going to go to Z, and we can move our bones to the side. So let's just move them, put them into place. Put the elbow where it's supposed to be. And then this bone, shoulder bone. Yeah, that's the shoulder bone. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to move it over to where my thumb should be. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to G, I'm going to move that over there. G, and then G, and all of these little spheres should be where you think everything is going to bend. So now once we are in our X viewpoint, we can bring this down, and then RX, we can sort of move that a little. So let's move this here, and we can move this down. Just move everything down. And that should work. So let's check it from the top. So yeah, I think that definitely works. And now let's go on to our pointer finger. So let's just box select it. And what we're going to do, going to bring it over and just sort of put it at the tip of the finger. I'm going to bring this part out here. I'm going to bring this to where the finger basically bends. I'm going to bring this right where that is. I'm going to bring this sphere to the middle part of the finger. And I'll bring this over here. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to select those bones, RX, and we're going to rotate that. And now we're going to take that off, RX, rotate that, take this off, RX, rotate that, take it off, and then RX, rotate that, move it there. And then I'm going to take this little sphere, I'm going to move it up. I think that's good. And now I could take all of this. I'm just going to move it down. RX for a little rotation. And I think that works well. And what we can do, we can remove this one finger since we only have 4. So just delete that. And then we can take our next finger. We're going to put it in the middle here. And then this point is going to, of course, go towards the middle. This point is going to go towards where this part of the finger bends. This is going to go towards, of course, the middle of the finger. This is going to go towards the tip, and this is going to go towards here. So now I can take all of these, rotate them, G, I'm going to move that there. Then I'm going to take all of them and just rotate them down. And then I'm going to move them back a little. And then RX. And then finally, we can look at it from the top. It's good. Just move it back a little. And we can finally finish with the last finger. Let's let's rotate that a little. And let's look at this from the negative X view because it makes it easier. So this is just R. We don't really have to rotate this too much. And we're just going to bring this down, move it, and we're going to go back into Z. And let's move this a little. So G, and we're going to move this over here. And then this, of course, towards the middle. And this is sort of over here. And because we are mirroring it, it happens on the other side. So don't forget to mirror it. Now we're going to focus on our face and head bones. So I'm going to select all of my head bones and I'm just going to delete them. And then I'm going to take the ear bones and I'm also going to delete them. So now we're left with a little few, like 4 different bones. And what we're going to do, I'm going to take our head bone and I'm going to bring it towards the top of the head. And the bottom point I'm going to put at the bottom of the head. Now the reason there's a bone here is because we're supposed to delete that bone as well. That is the rigging bone for the head. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this joint here and I'm going to move this up to the end of the neck. I'm going to take this joint and I'm going to move this to the center of the neck. And then finally, what I'm going to do, I actually need to connect these 2 points. So let me quickly do that. To connect these 2, or at least put them in the same place, what we're going to do, I'm going to click on that joint and Shift S. And I'm going to do cursor to selected. Now I'm going to click this joint, armature, snap, and selection to cursor. And now I think we have all of our bones ready. I think it's time we generate our rig. And to do that, we're going to go into object mode. And we're going to go back into our object data properties, and in Rigify, we can generate rig. And so now we have our rig, but there is one thing we did not do that we need to do. So before adding the rig, go to your armature and press Ctrl A. This will bring up the apply, this will bring up apply, and we're going to click all transforms, and that's going to put everything back in its normal state without changing anything. So now we can generate rig, and it looks correct, looks scaled up enough. And finally, what we're going to do, we can hide our bones, and we're going to click our rig, then our alien, and then it's not Control P. Yeah, sorry, it's the alien, then the rig, Control P, and with automatic weights. So now what you can do, you can click on the rig, and if you go into pose mode, you can see there are a bunch of different options. Let me quickly save this. I don't think it's going to crash, but it's definitely looking a lot laggy, a lot more laggier. So what we're going to do, just make random scenes with this at this point. So we can rotate the neck. And of course it's glitching out a lot. Yeah, for reasons it's glitching out. But we can take these orange things, we can sort of move the finger. I don't think that looks right though. And now what we're going to do, if you press N, it's going to pull this up, and we have a lot of other things we can do. So what you can do, A to select everything, and then Alt R, Alt G, and then everything goes back to normal. So now what I'm going to do, let me see where it is. So you see this here in our leg. Oh, whoa. Something is wrong with our rotation. I think we can fix that. I'm gonna go back into object mode. You know what? Let me delete the rig really quickly, and we'll bring back our meta rig. I'm gonna rotate everything by 90. Z. Let me see something down here. Okay, everything's in the correct position. So let me generate a rig again. Let's see. It's taking a long time. Yep, Blender is crashing. Well, you basically got the point of it. We added the Rigify, and we will quickly try this again. Let's see, maybe it might work this time. I'm gonna click on Alien Rig. Then it opens with our previous rig, but now everything's, everything's becoming slow. Could also be due to the recording. That's one of my other guesses. Let's regenerate a rig. Yep. So you know what? I think I might make another small video talking about how to work the rig because Blender isn't working right now. So I'll make another video on that later. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Excuse me.